Man, I am so sorry, y'all. Uh, OBS is seriously struggling with tonight. I think it disconnected twice. I think so. Sorry, y'all. Definitely. I thought that it kind of sorted itself out because the past few episodes of After Dark, it didn't seem to disconnect once. But I guess let's make it up for it now. So, um, I very much apologize. Okay. So let's go back and try out this puzzle. Um, this reminds me so much of the puzzle that we had in the hospital, where if you could answer all three trivia questions correctly, you end up getting a a reward of like some outrageous number of shotgun shells, and I think like two healing items, maybe possibly. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna safety save this. And I'm hoping that OBS doesn't cut out again because, man, that sucks. I hate when it does that. All right. So, did our little safety save. We're going to go ahead and run past the boss room here. And walk into this room with the mannequins. Interesting enough that they mentioned that this sinless one. The hell do they mean by that? Okay, counterfeiting, thievery. Unless they want us to remember the order in which these folks get mentioned in the in this story. So the first person was the person who killed the butcher and served them to their hungry guests. I still can't believe they also made it into a fucking poem. Okay, so we got the murderer. Ha, first and last right next to each other. Okay. Swindling. Okay, so we've got the murderer up first because they had killed the butcher man. The second would have been the kidnapper who sold the kids into slavery. The third, or the last person would have been the arsonist. I think. Okay, the thief. Okay, so I think it goes the murderer, then the kidnapper. Then I'd like to say it's the swindler. Then I believe it's the counterfeiter. Okay, let's try this out. Let's see if this works. I also remember that if you get this wrong, sort of like they did in the hospital, if you get it wrong, they will fuck you up bad. Okay, so yeah, the murderer first, the kidnapper. Oh, it was the thief. Okay, so then the thief, the artist with his daunting skill tried his hand at painting bills. Caught in the rain, he was undone when the ink he had used. Okay, the counterfeiter. the swindler, because he took their money and then slipped off into the night. And then the arsonist. Okay. Only the sinless one can help you here. Mistakenly pull on criminal's rope, and your reward will be returned to you in a shape most wondrously strange. Sinless one. And here I am thinking, seven deadly sins, but it doesn't sound like it applies here. Okay. Dead men swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? Tongue turned blue, face gone gray. Watch them as they twist and sway. The first one killed the butcher man, then cooked him in the frying pan, served him to his hungry guests, and gave them seconds on request. The next one, with his smile and sweets, stole poor children off the streets. To men who dressed as savory, he sold them into slavery. Breaking into a home at night, the thief he had a nasty fright, filled his foolish head with ale, woke in the morning in the county jail. The artist, with his daunting skill, tried his hand at painting bills, but caught in rain he was undone when the ink he had used did start to run. With promises of great return, taking gold he did not earn, bundled it up out of sight, quietly slipped off into night. Three houses into ashes, or three houses into ashes burned. The sheriff, with no place to turn, did spy a stranger to his town, locked him up, and beat him down. Okay, gotcha. It's the arsonist, or the supposed arsonist, the one who is just there because he was a stranger and was accused of burning down the three houses with no actual proof. Let's pull this one. Only the sinless one can help you here. Mistakenly pull on a criminal's rope, your reward will be returned to you in a shape most wondrously strange. More than one innocent person in this poem? Let's have a look here. First one killed a butcher man, so obviously the murderer, criminal. The second one stole kids. The kidnapper's not innocent. Breaking into a home at night, thief had a nasty fright. Filled his foolish head with ale. Woke up in the morning in the county jail. Okay, didn't quite seem like that one. Interesting. Is the game making me choose just one? Because if that's true, I'm sticking with the arsonist. It doesn't sound like the arsonist was actually. Okay, yeah, yeah. It doesn't sound like the arsonist actually did anything. We get the key of the persecuted. Okay, sweet. Okay, so it seems like this was actually a legitimate puzzle you had to solve, and not just like a trivia puzzle. Okay, we can't turn the wheel here without first using a key to unlock the damn handcuffs. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, we're back in the underground. Man, I got a bad feeling about this.
Maria?
Are you kidding me?
Maria? Maria,
She
no!
got killed again?
What happened?
Yo, what the hell?
Why? Why?
So first she gets killed by Pyramid Head. Straight up gets herself impaled with Cloud's freaking sword there. And now it looks like she's been stabbed and smothered, maybe?
Mary.
What the fuck? Now I'm guessing that Maria over there is Mary. Or some manifestation of Mary. just by the fact that she keeps, well, I don't want to say that she keeps coming back to life, but the fact that she came back to life, even though Pyramid, we watched her get killed by Pyramid Head. What the shit? Okay, now we're inside the graveyard. Okay, okay. Let's see what we have here. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed, laid here to his eternal rest. Wait, are these the tombs of the folks who were hanged? Name on this tombstone is too scratched up to read. Oh hey, we got some ammo. Shotgun shells. Can I get some more handgun ammo? Please? And I know it's a downgrade from the shotgun, but I really don't want to use my shotgun shells either. Okay. That tombstone's too scratched up. What about this one? Miriam K. Traitor. What? What the fuck kind of stuff happened here in this little town? Traitor to the cult? Is that what happened? Is that what their crime was? Because they weren't willing to go along with doing some shady shit? Walter Sullivan. Okay. That name's come up a couple of times. Hey, yo. Okay. More shotgun shells. I'm good with that. Oh man, this game, guys. Yo, this is so fucked up. It's so good at the same time. Is that a health drink? Please tell me that's a health drink. Oh, even better, it's an ampule. But at the same time, every time I see ampule, I'm thinking I might be walking into a boss battle. What? What? Angela Orozco? Okay. Eddie Dombrowski? What the fuck? Yo, we got our own our own tombstone? Will we go down? Yes. And that's another thing that's interesting about this game that I haven't quite figured out yet. But the game makes you walk up to a whole bunch of different chasms or holes in the ground and just asks you to take the leap of faith. Like quite literally, you can't see the bottom of this darkened area. Would you like to jump down? Fuck that. But of course, you know you only have one option, which is yeah, okay, sure, we'll jump and hope for the best. And then you see another chasm or another hole in the ground. Would you like to jump down blindly? Yes. I kind of feel like the symbolism here is maybe a little bit on the repetitive side, but at the same time, it's very intriguing. It's repetitive, but it does it well. So I'm just really wondering at this point, what the fuck did James do? And why is it foggy down here? Where the fuck is this? It looks like maybe these spouts are pumping in some sort of like a gas or something. And it's so bad that even the light from James's flashlight here is barely cutting through this dark. What is this place? Oh no. He killed another person?
What are you doing? What does it look like? You always busted my balls.
Because he didn't have ball
You
deodorant.
piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you.
Damn.
Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead.
I mean,
And the
fair
kids
point.
laugh.
But damn.
From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that. Eddie, have you gone nuts? I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James.
No.
Hey, I didn't mean anything. Don't bother. I
No.
understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
But this guy's severely What the fuck? Okay. Alright, you know what? Buddy boy, I got something for you. Okay. So actually, this is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, this is going to be like the Sybil fight all over again, where he shoots me and I lose like pretty much all my health. Doesn't seem like it though. Got him with the shotty. All right. Some rifle shells. Some shotgun shells. How many people did this dude kill? Damn. Okay, so we got one in this corner. We got one in this corner. We got 3 people over here. Bro. Either he killed all these people, or they just had the bad luck of running into Silent Hill.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look? After you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life? That's why I ran away after I killed the dog.
You killed the
I ran away like a
Damn.
stupid girl.
But this guy's messed up.
Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun.
I mean, he
Tried to
didn't
get my
deserve to
up. Finally
try to chew its own
found the
guts
dog
out.
curled up in a
Oh man,
ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right
this
in the
dude did
head.
not deserve to get treated the way he did. But damn.
He's gonna have a hard time playing football
For real. Okay, apparently his bullets are a little bit stronger this time. It's either that or his bitch slap is really on point. Probably a combo of both. Okay, so we'll go over this ways, pick up the ampule. So they keep on insinuating here, though, that we got killers around us. So we got Eddie, who killed everyone who bullied him. We've got Angela, who killed her abusive dad in self-defense. Well, not really self-defense, but in more of a crime of passion slash self-defense. What did James do? Wait, do I really want to use this? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'll save the handgun for most other regular enemies, since it's a little quicker to fire off. Okay, let's reload. There we go. And let's use one of these kits. Okay, so I think there was like six shells. Okay, since they're giving us rifle shells, I might actually switch to that for this next fight. And I may have accidentally cut off what Eddie was saying to us, just trying to switch over from the handgun back to the shotgun. That's okay. This time we're gonna go ahead and use our rifle since they gave us ammo.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just 'cause of the way you look? After you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life? That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. We're the same. We're not
Don't get all holy on me. Hashtag stop shooting us then.
Don't you know that? Let's party!
Okay, let's do another salvo. It's two. And one first aid kit. Oh, crud. Totally did not mean to skip that. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I was just gonna go try to reload my freaking gun. But, okay. I guess. Oh, come on now. Is there something that we're supposed to pick up off of his body? It's a shame, though, that we had to end up killing this guy. Because he decided that he wanted to just get revenge on folks who were taunting him and bullying him, and instead of getting help, he ended up just killing people. Killed someone's dog, and then shot the dude in the knee. It's also very telling that all these hanging pieces of meat look a little bit like Eddie does. Like, that's just so fucked up. I mean, this entire game is fucked up. Okay, yeah, so I can't pick up anything from his body, including the revolver that he's been using. And let's see, that was part of the door that we came on through. So let's have a look. So we're at the boat launch. This entire thing was, yo, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? This game. I'm telling you, this game. So we went underneath the historical society, found like a staircase or a tunnel or something, ran all the way through to a prison, went through that prison, ended up killing Angela's abusive dad, and killing Eddie himself. We get through the whole prison. We run under I guess some place or other, like through a tunnel, find ourselves in what looks like a meat packing plant, and then find ourselves back here at the boat launch. What in the fuck? Like, I know this game is so trippy, but oh my goodness. Like, this is next level trippy. We also went through a hospital. We went through a prison with a lot of themes about um are we in control? We are. Or we're not able to see where exactly we're on this lake. Okay, so we're just gonna keep moving James. But we went through an apartment complex then through a hospital, ended up in a alternate version Silent Hill or Otherworld at the hospital. Ended up going to this prison with its strong symbolism of persecution and the innocent one and what have you. Only to find out that Angela is a murderer, Eddie is a murderer, Maria has been killed twice, and we still don't know what gives with the little girl, Laura, and what her connection is to Mary because she explicitly mentions Mary. Yeah, this is interesting. Also, I really have no idea where the heck I'm actually going because we can't even see the marker on on the map. So all this fog right now, not really open all that very much. Oh no! And I can't even use like the L2 button to kind of see what James can see. Oh no! Well, he's gonna get in one hell of a good workout. He's gonna get that upper body strength, some of that core. I swear, by the end of this boat ride, James is gonna look like fucking Leonidas from 300. He's gonna not only go from regular belly to 6 pack, motherfucker's gonna have an 8 pack by the time we're done. Literally can't see anything that's in that background. Kind of a good thing. I'm hoping then that there's nothing in this water. Oh, there we go. Now we see stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that we're trying to get to the Lakeview Hotel because I remember James mentioning that the park was a special place. I guess there was like a museum or other that was a special place for them too. So we checked that out. Now we're supposed to somehow or other, I guess, get to the hotel because that's their special place. It's counted as a special place to them. And oh my gosh, this is gonna sound so bad. And James also mentions that yeah, we made a special homemade tape. I'm still shaking my head over that one. It just sounds so bad. Hockey, how we doing today? Welcome on in. You've arrived in the lab of Dr. Abba. How go things here at Silent Hill? Things are going. Like this is an interesting game for sure. Absolutely loving it. Um, I've forgotten so many details of this game, but right now we're in a rowboat and we're trying to find our way, I guess, to a hotel, but we can't really navigate very easily because of all this fog. And unfortunately, I guess because of the fog, we actually don't know where the hell we are on this lake. How are you doing, Hockey? It's always wonderful to see you. Also, the way that we're having James over here um, just keep rowing this boat around, this motherfucker's gonna have not just Leonidas six pack abs. The motherfucker's gonna have eight pack abs. He's gonna get that core strengthening care of Silent Hill. You're good, getting comfy for the evening, just chilling. That's awesome. I'm very, very happy to hear that on this here Friday Eve. Um, yeah, today's been pretty good. I've been all right. A little bit slightly under the weather with a thankfully a very mild migraine episode, but we're doing all right otherwise. Got work tomorrow. I'm not exactly looking for. Well, I am looking forward to it. I shouldn't say I'm not because I absolutely fucking am. I cannot wait because tomorrow's my last shift as a temporary manager. Um, I actually turn over the reins at the end of at the end of the business day tomorrow. So I actually have a 13, 14 hour day ahead of me, depending on how quickly we can get change of command paperwork done. But yeah, I start off my shift at 8 o'clock in the morning. I have to stay past 6 and spend essentially an hour just trying to get everything, all the paperwork ready. And once it hits 7 o'clock, myself and another pharmacist are going to be doing finalized inventory for certain medications. And once that's done, it's out of my hands, and I get my very welcome demotion back to being a regular staff pharmacist. I am so happy. Don't get me wrong. One of these days I want to climb the ladder, but I really don't want to do it here. Okay, this is starting to get really, really cumbersome. It would be really great if James had at least a compass or something. We could try to navigate that way, but just blindly pedaling around. Yeah, it's so weird to think about too because I know that my new pharmacy manager, they're going to be going out on maternity leave in January. So I'm just like, okay, like I know for a fact I'll be at the reins again for at least 3 to 6 months, depending on how much maternity leave the company gives, and I'm okay with that. It's just kind of weird thinking about it. Like I at least know that I'm getting like a little break and then they take over permanently after they get back from maternity leave. So it'll be nice. But I am so stoked. I'm so happy to be working with this new pharmacy manager. They're actually someone who's got a lot of really good vision. They've got a really healthy amount of drive. So I can see them taking us places and being able to at least get a lot of the corporate stuff out of the way, so I could do a little more for my patients, or at least what I can do um, within what the healthcare system here will let us do. All right, I really think that dude is fully lost at this point. WTF? I will say though that for as much time as James is spending on this lake, just trying to navigate, it's a damn good thing that he's not running into any sort of aquatic based monsters, which is actually kind of surprising to me. I mean, I know that it's probably limitation of the hardware and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, how the hell are you going to be able to fight on a rowboat of all things? But it's just amazing that he hasn't gotten either picked off by some sort of aquatic based enemy, or he hasn't been attacked from the air. Because in Silent Hill One, you did have the gargoyles that were flying around and messing up your day. I know that there had been a point where we saw a little bit of land, and I wasn't sure if that was like if that was supposed to be like that little island in the middle of this map here. Wait a minute. Is this actually guys showing me where James is? Like a rough guesstimate? Because I sure as hell could use that. Even if we can't see directly where he's at, having an idea, because I think when we had our map open before, we were at the Lakeview Hotel area. So I'm almost wondering if we ended up circling. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got light. We got light. I'm gonna guess that this is the hotel. This place hasn't changed in over 3 years. Ashley, it looks creepy as fuck. With this fog especially, it looks creepy. But it actually does kind of remind me of a place that I had been interested at one point in trying to visit. Little place around the Cape Cod area. I don't think I would ever I would try it out these days. If anything, I'd be a whole lot more interested in visiting a place up in North Carolina. A Little Mermaid music box. Okay, okay, I'm digging it. Can we actually go through this gate? Nope. Okay, never mind. Any health items? Any ammo, perhaps? Nada. Okay. Map of the hotel? Sweet! Room 312 waiting for you. Oh, no. Cafe Toluca. And you got yourself Restaurant Lakeshore. The lobby up ahead. This actually does not look like a bad layout. But if anything, this reminds me of a boutique hotel that that I had both stayed in, as well as a boutique hotel that had a really beautiful steakhouse, wonderful steakhouse in the lobby. Oh,
Yeah, you did.
it's this kid again.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who the hell's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
Our nurse? Wait. This kid was a patient at that hospital? Where does she fit in then? My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James, I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much. Underneath, he's really a sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Aww. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary. Wait, did this kid pass as well?
Laura, how old are you? 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The
Other
one
letter?
from Mary. Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
Okay, wait a minute. If Mary was sick, I don't know that there would have been a way for her to fake her death and somehow be here in Silent Hill 3 years later. So either somehow she pulled it off, or that kid's dead, and they're here in this town, and I don't know why. Yeah, so this is interesting. This is very intriguing. What I was going to say though is that there was this boutique hotel where I went to um, so long ago before we. Oh, all the memories coming back, James. Um, there was a boutique hotel in the town where I went to grad school, and in the lobby of that boutique hotel was a steakhouse. So tried out the steakhouse, absolutely wonderful, very beautiful place, very calm, comforting. They had these little booths and these different tables that you could sit at, and I remember the first time being there and just being like, oh my gosh, like everything it was way more of like a fine dining experience than I had thought it would be. But because it was such a cute boutique hotel, drawing done by Laura, a cat. I hope so. It looks like a cat. It's got whiskers and everything. Um, I just thought it would be great to stay there and give it a try. Especially since they did advertise that they had like a whirlpool tub. And I don't know about y'all, but if you've never tried out a whirlpool tub or a jacuzzi, you got to do it. It's so relaxing. Oh my god. I practically melted as soon as I used it. Um, Enemies? Yup. Ah, it's a dude with or the dude from before, that mini boss. So this entire place actually kind of reminds me of that boutique hotel. Oh shoot! I thought I killed this thing. Also, I'm digging the sea references. Little Mermaid. Oh come on! The fish key. Telling that fuck to go straight to hell. Okay, if we're gonna have enemies this strong, I just about think that it's probably a good idea for me to switch over to the shotgun. Much as I don't want to do it, I don't want to burn this ammo. Lobby? Yeah, lobby. Okay, so let me go back. Wait, let me plan this out a little bit more. Okay, so let me go to the reception gift shop area, and then from there, go over to Cafe Toluca and check out the first floor rooms. Mr. James Sunderland, the videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the first floor. Room 312's key. Yeah, I think that's also another reason why I'm reminded of the boutique hotel that I stayed at. If I'm not mistaken, they hadn't upgraded their systems yet to key cards. They actually had like regular keys, which was interesting. Can't go to the gift shop. Okay. I don't think it'll let me go to the street level. Can't leave the hotel just yet. Yep. Makes sense. But there we go. We got a save point. I like it. So we got roughly about half an hour left of stream. We're gonna keep exploring this hotel. See, the princess who woke from death. Interesting puzzles. Okay, we got a staircase going up. And there was a staircase going into the basement, I think. Okay, we got Cafe Toluca. Both plugged restrooms. Okay. First floor rooms are off limits. Where's this section? Weird. You'd think that they would have this a little more detailed on the map, even if these are storage areas. Oh, sweet! Yo, that's a pretty decent amount of handgun ammo. Okay, so we're gonna go risky strats here. We're gonna re-equip the handgun. because I really don't want to burn that shotgun ammo if I can help it. Cardboard box. Okay, so this was all storage. Alright. Now, is this a basement down here? Let's check this out. Oh, it sure is. Did I see another enemy? Yes, I did. What's down here? Bar Venus Tears, kitchen, and the elevator. Of course, we have the 2 bathrooms here, and what looks to be... Wait a minute. I know it's going to look weird, but it almost looks like it's supposed to be a breakaway wall. We're going to go ahead and take Pyramid Head's huge-ass cloud sword. And that did precisely jack and shit. So, I had to try it. Could you really blame me? Where you see the X marks the spot, you gotta go for it. Nothing unusual about this painting. Okay, restrooms probably aren't accessible. Okay. And a little crawl space or a breaker? Okay. Oh, okay, no, those are just regular markings on the wall. Never mind. I thought that it was like marks the spot, break this open kind of a deal. Huh. Okay. A little bit of thinner. Can we use that on this painting? No. Okay, so not part of the puzzle. Okay, so let's go back to the first floor and see if we can't use this side stairwell to go to the second floor. Okay. And let's have a look-sees. Ooh. We got the cloakroom. We got the hall anteroom. We got the reading room. Okay, seriously, no joke. There actually is a large mansion estate in North Carolina that I really am dying to check out again at some point. I'd been at this place when, gosh, let me see if I can come up with like a guesstimate age, like maybe like when I was 8, 9 years old. So it's been a very long time since I've seen this this property, but absolutely glamorous, beautiful, gorgeous, and just mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of the largest private properties here in the U.S. And I think it's like some 200 plus acres, with most of that being woodland around the actual mansion. And I remember walking into one of the rooms in the in this mansion and just being blown away by how many books they had. I mean, not only wall to ceiling, but this was one of those collections where if you wanted to get something from the higher shelves, you had a built-in rolling ladder um, to access these higher books. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, you could spend weeks there and not get through this collection." I'm sorry. Even at that age, I was just looking like, "Yo, this is sexy. This is absolutely sexy." Am I a nerd? Fuck yes, I am. Oh, sweet shotgun shells. Kind of replenish off what we burned through. And then there's just this random briefcase. Okay, briefcase in the cloak room, cloak and dagger. Yeah, so the place gives tours pretty extensively, and it's got like the most beautiful views from one of the I can't really say it's a balcony because it literally runs the length of the mansion, so it's not exactly like a balcony, and I don't want to say it's like a patio because it's way too extensive to just be like a patio or what have you. I guess probably the proper term would be like a veranda or something of sorts. But I remember looking out from this veranda and just seeing these mountains in the background. So you got acres of forest, and then you have yourselves these really beautiful mountains in the background. I'm like, oh my gosh, snow caps and everything. It was just breathtaking. Um, the garden that they had on site was absolutely wonderful. So well filled out. I think they had like a maze as well, so it kind of reminded me a little bit of The Shining when I got to finally see that movie. But it just looks so peaceful and so nice that I just kind of look at it like, yeah, to this day I kind of remember it um, partially. And one of these days, I just really want to go back and check out this place all over again. They do say that they have a few places, a few cabins or what have you, that they have directly on the property that you can stay at. So it's like, dude, if I ever get to do that, to make this trip, I am totally gonna try to pop for um, one of those cabins. And it's not like, cabin where you don't have any sort of amenities or what have you. Like, it's actually a modernized cabin on the property. Um, so it's got electricity. I think it's got Wi-Fi, internet, all the perks. Okay. All right. So we can actually explore this place. Also, I don't like the sound of that. Oh, I sure as hell don't like the look of that. And it's gonna take more than my handgun. Okay, kill that one. Kill that one. No static. Excellent. And switch back to our handgun. We got 10 magazines for that. And a decent number of rooms. Okay, so we could start at the end of this hallway and work our way back. Let's do exactly that. Yeah, I do have to say that the property that I have in mind of touring, though, I mean, this was maybe 1800s, 1900s construction, like early, well, maybe 1850s construction or so, to early 1900s construction. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the first places that had its own bowling alley, and it also had its own indoor pool. What was interesting about the pool was that obviously fully drained because nobody's going to be actually using this thing, and they're not trying to tempt anyone to go and actually use it. But it didn't have like your standard ladders or footholds to get out of the pool. They actually had ropes. So little knotted ropes and loops that you could hold on to try to get yourself out of the water. Don't remember for the life of me if they had like a shallow end and deep end. I think the whole thing was just one depth. Wait, is this the hall? It is. Okay. Okay, so this leads down to the lobby. All right, so let's check out the hall on the right hand side. What's also nice is they actually have some vineyards on property, if I'm not mistaken. So they actually sell their own vintage wines. And they got wine cellars and like tunnels down in the basement area too. Some of those were creepy as fuck. Especially since you couldn't quite see like what was off to the distance. They had these branching pathways, I'm sure, led to like storage areas and where have you. But of course, the imagination of 8-year-old, we're just looking like there's a mystery to be had here. But then again, I mean, if I'm being fully honest with myself, that's kind of how I was with a lot of different historical buildings and what have you. I had the good fortune of growing up in the southern U.S. and I say good fortune because it was not the South, but it was southern Florida, and so they have their own little mix of different historical um, places and parks. And while I never went to someplace like the Everglades or what have you, I very much remember going to some of the forts and some of the older bridges in in South Florida. And I still remember to this day, walking down some of the hallways in some of these forts and just being like, I can't believe this little slice of history here. Like this is where they would have garrisons of what the hell? I mean, it's locked, but there's something at the. Is that on the other side? Oh no, that doesn't look like an object I can pick up. That looks like just the way that this is designed. Okay, so we have one key. The fish key. Well, I'm thinking that this might go to the briefcase that we found inside the cloakroom. Let's go find out. But I still remember they would have these garrisons of soldiers staying in these forts. They would have cannons pointed out at sea, and it effectively was like a manned shore battery, just to try to disrupt any travel of foreign naval vessels during wartime. So it's just like, oh my gosh, like some of these places, very wide hallways, and even with the width and the height of the hallways, the way that it was arched and everything, I could have only imagined what it must sound like having a freaking cannon go off. Um, Let alone what this place must have been like it when they had hurricanes coming on through, because South Florida, right? And I've seen my fair share of hurricanes, lived through them, had a lot of really great fun. I know that sounds weird, but when everything is tied down just right around the property, and nothing's really flying around, you don't have to worry about a two by four becoming a very deadly projectile. When everything is tied down just right, it ends up being actually a kind of fun experience to live through a hurricane. Okay, so that's 204. So I always kind of wondered what that experience must have been like. Like, how would you prepare this huge fort for a weather situation like that, and still maintain some semblance of battle readiness too? I'd also think about just ships out on the high seas trying to navigate either around or through a hurricane. Because again, I was a nerd. Still am a nerd actually. Employee elevator key. Okay, that's nice. What the hell is this place? Room 204, maybe? It sounds like something dripping. Photos scattered all over the bed. What is it? Yo! Random thing that came to mind. Is something brought kids bop to mind. You wonder if we could get them to cover Cannibal Corpse. I don't doubt it, considering they covered a Buck Cherry song. It has a line about wanting to die, and also "Lips of an Angel" by Hinder. It is literally about wanting to cheat on your girlfriend while she sleeps in the other room. Random musings of a mind of someone starting to get sleepy. Totally cool, Bino. Totally cool. I think it actually does have a lot of connection too with this game, because that is actually something I'm wondering now. Like, okay, hear me out. So we have Angela, who we know is a confirmed murderer. She killed her dad because she was being victimized and abused by them frequently enough that they snapped and just went after them, like full blown stabby stabby. Then you have Eddie, who was bullied incessantly and ended up deciding that he was going to take revenge on everyone who was trying to um, either bully him or make him feel belittled or what have you. So he ends up killing, I guess, one of those popular jocks or what have you, and their dog. Sucks because it's totally not necessary, right? And now you've got James here. Now, I already suspect that James is here in Silent Hill because he's a murderer. He killed someone. Either he killed his wife or something or other. And just the way that they they had mentioned something about um, I guess cheating or what have you in game as well makes me wonder. Or I think it was maybe with Maria's conversation with James where she says something along the lines of, did you even love her, love your wife? Um, Makes me wonder he ended up if James ended up cheating on his wife while she was sick. And James himself admits that she had been sick for some time. So I'm like, what in the hell is going on with this? And I could actually kind of see where your so-called random thoughts kind of fit in with this whole story. Part of the photos being colored over with a marker. So it was not colored over with marker. It was crossed out with a damn sharpie. But oh wait, I got thinner. Not literally. I wish. I need to start working out more. But I have paint thinner. Okay, so it gives us the code to this suitcase. Oh, come on. They couldn't put an F in here. Because I totally would have just been like, yeah, okay, so it makes sense for them not to, but it still would have been funny if the combination to the suitcase had been fuck the Cinderella music box, which I have a feeling is probably what actually does belong in the lobby there. So we're gonna try that out in a second here. Nope. I do not want to use this set of stairs. I want to use the other set of stairs. It takes me directly to the music box. Okay, that's interesting. Wait. Are there three indentations here? There are. Seat of the princess who fled at midnight. I did not realize that there were three. Oh shit. Seat of the princess who spoke no words. Okay, so this would have been Ariel and the Little Mermaid music box. So I'm gonna guess that once all three music boxes are set, then this will actually activate. So almost. So I guess we need a Snow White, perhaps? Okay, we have the key to the employee elevator. Alright. Like it. We're going to save over this hotel lobby one and try out that elevator. So I will mention that I may have done something over the past couple of days. And I do want to give you all a heads up that we might actually push back the Final Fantasy IV stream and the Saga Frontier streams. We might push that back a little bit more. And it's not because I don't like the games or I don't find them interesting, but we may or may not be getting ourselves a Nintendo 64. And if that ends up being the case, I have a few games that that should be coming on in, plus a few games that I already had, like cartridges that that I was able to get either on sale or able to redeem for free from one of the shops I purchased from. So once we get this N64 console, I'm going to try out a few games on there. Probably the first one that I would want to make sure that I hook up right away is Battle Tanks, and feature that. And probably another one would be Perfect Dark. So those two would probably be my first two to feature off the N64. From there, we might actually go back to Final Fantasy. And then from Final Fantasy, maybe Saga Frontier. From Saga Frontier to Ogre Battle 64. Part of the reason why I was so dead set on trying out the N64 is for oh, really? Can't use this one? Not here? I thought that that it would work. Now, part of the reason why I was kind of thinking about that was Ogre Battle 64 is one of the better games that's flown under the radar, and I would love to show it off to you guys. Absolutely love showing it off. So that isn't the employee. What? Wait a minute, where's the employee elevator then? It's interesting. So I will admit, I've seen a few entries in the Ogre Battle um, series. Sorry, y'all. I'm about ready to cough again. There we go. Feeling better. So I remember playing a few entries in the Ogre Battle series, and pretty decent to play through. But the one that really stood out for me was Ogre Battle 64. And part of the reason why is because they have a chaos system, or alignment system, I should say, more than it is a chaos system. So as you play through the game, you can actually align yourself more with good or evil. And from my understanding, talking with other friends of mine who had played the game at the time, you could actually get different endings based off of what you do for your so-called alignment. You know, if you're, oh shoot, went to the wrong wing. So if you aligned yourself more with chaos, you get a different ending than if you aligned with good. But it's a very fun game to play. One thing that's very unique and interesting about it is you don't actually control your fighters directly in a battle. So you could send a squad of I think upwards of 6 characters, and they actually will enter combat for you. You could give them a directive like attack the leader versus attack the strongest person or the weakest person in the enemy squad, and your fighters will automatically carry out those orders. But you can't give them direct orders like, okay, this unit is going to attack this enemy, and so on and so forth. Like they just automatically go to town. Okay, so we got the key to the elevator, but no power. I am gathering that I'm missing the music box that I would need to get this going. Because I'm gonna guess that if I restore the music box to the lobby, it's going to be able to give me electrical power. Okay, so the cloakroom did nothing. I don't believe I can get into this side room here. Or I could just go to this door that I had no idea was marked as a fucking area for the employee elevator. What the fuck kind of map was that? Employee regulations posted here. They've got nothing to do with me. Hashtag James is out of uniform. Hashtag I don't work here. Had to. I'm sorry, y'all. Um. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this here. See, I remember playing through Ogre Battle 64. Didn't get to beat the game entirely because um, it was a loan from a buddy of mine, and unfortunately, since uh, they were also military brat, their folks had gotten reassigned to a different post, so I had to return the game, of course, and they left. But I will say that it was a very compelling story and a lot of really great side quests to it. Some very interesting, almost like job-like systems, sort of like what you would find in Final Fantasy Tactics, where you could craft your squad in very unique ways by taking essentially your lowest ranked soldiers, literally spearmen, right? And out of that group of spearmen, you would be able to identify like, oh, okay, this person's got more skill, more ability to be uh, trained up. So you could train them to be a fighter or a cleric or any number of things, and from there kind of branch off to different other specialized units like a sorcerer or a knight or a defender, somebody who's got a shit ton of armor and a spear, a shield and a spear to be full blown tank. But it was all turn based, so it wasn't like you know you would see two groups of fighters duke it out. It would just literally be you have five enemies on the other side of the screen, which represent your enemy squad, or I'm sorry, six up to six enemies to represent an enemy squad versus your six on your side of the screen, and each each member of those squads would take turns um, going to the other side, slashing an enemy or attacking an enemy or healing or what have you. You'd go 2 rounds, and whichever side did the most damage won. So it was something that you couldn't directly control, but you'd have to make sure that you balanced out your squads well enough that they could hold their own without you directly controlling them. I think the only squad that you could actually control. What the hell? Weight allowance 1%. Damn, they're saying that James over here is fat. I told you, when he rows that boat, he's gonna be developing muscle like no other. Okay, so what this means, I'm guessing, is we we have to store our items on this shelf. This is gonna suck. I don't like it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Okay, that knife by itself. Seriously? That knife by itself should have been enough for one person. To weigh one person. Okay, so let me get rid of the hunting rifle. Got to go to bed because you need to be up for work in the morning. No worries, Mino. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, thank you for your support, your kind words, and just for being you. I really appreciate you, Mino. Sleep well, sweet dreams. I hope everything goes well at work tomorrow, especially with that review. That sprint review. You take good care of yourself, okay, Mino? Yeah, so I will say as well that with Ogre Battle, I think the only squad that you can directly control in combat is the one that contains your player character. Really? Okay, I guess the shotgun's going too. Yo, they made me completely unequipped. That sucks so much. I really don't like putting away this much weaponry. At least let me go with my freaking 2x4. Fuck. You sons of bitches. Okay, so we're walking into this third floor with no weapons at all. This sucks so much. Dude had better freaking know how to throw punches like no other. I swear. Crafty sons of bitches. Man, can I at least take like a health drink up there with me? Some healing? Nope, apparently not. Crafty, crafty motherfuckers. See, it would have been a bit easier if they had put like a weight limit and make sure that we can walk onto the elevator while we're under that weight limit. But since they didn't want to give us assigned values for these, man. Okay, if anything, I don't know that I want the radio versus the flashlight because I can at least see the enemies even if I can't hear them. But fuck. Okay, all right. Nope, we gotta put away quest items too. Okay. This is fucked. Literally, you have to put everything away. Yo, okay, okay. Now I'm not liking this, man. I am not liking this. Also, really, the key can't be that heavy. Why doesn't this fucker put away his jacket and take the elevator up? Man. Weight allowance, one person. Okay, so I think what I'm going to want to do here is third floor. Really? Can I not? Oh, this sucks so much. Okay, so if we see any enemies, we run in the fuck away. For obvious reasons. Unless this dude can pull off some really crafty wrestling moves. Yeah, no, we ain't doing this. Okay, let's have a look where we are. The manager's residence. Well, that's interesting. They got a live-in area for the manager of this fine establishment. Right down the hall from the security office, the employee lounge. You know, it actually does kind of remind me of when I used to work as a rent a cop, and when I used to work as a member of residential life for the college that I went to for undergrad. The rent a cop part because of the fact that we knew that there were uh, not only the resident advisors, like the actual student portion of the residential life staff living on premises and having their own singles to live in, um, right there along with the students. But we also knew that they had um, not not really like a suite or what have you, but they had apartments there in building for the area managers. So quite literally, like the building manager who was in charge of the resident advisors. We knew that they were around. We didn't know where. We just knew we were always assured that if we needed to get a hold of those folks, we could because they lived on site. As long as they weren't out and about or at class or what have you, we'd be able um, to coordinate with them. Well, when I actually went over to residential life as an employee, we actually did find out that they had probably like a two-bedroom apartment with living room, dining room, and kitchen, um, kind of crammed into different spaces in each of these buildings. So it'd pretty much be like if you took the equivalent of three or four dorm rooms and you just connected them all together and made it so that you could have an actual apartment style setup. So it would be kind of funny where we were like, okay, you know what? This person better not be late for work because they live in the building. And kind of the same with this. I just got to look at like we. It's nice. This brings whole new meaning to work from home. Okay, so there's a boiler room, liquor storage, kitchen on the basement level. All right. Yeah, it's fine and dandy and all, but you know what? I'm tempted. I am so tempted to. No, you can't. No, no, that's not good. I was gonna say it's really tempting to go and try to hit the basement, but I guess we're gonna have to use a stairwell to do that. Yup. Try to restore power at least through the electrical room. Screw it. We're gonna give it a try. Because if we restore electrical power, we should be able to use the regular elevator instead of the staff elevator. We can get around the weight restriction. Yo, okay. Oh, sweet. At least they hooked us up with some health. That's good. There's a can with no label on it. I wouldn't need it, bro. I guess the other thing I could do Does this door open? Does. Okay. Oh shit. So I'm hoping that we'd be able to open this up from the inside. I didn't realize that it was like locked. Okay, this is definitely gonna fuck around with me, son. Yeah, the idea was I was gonna try to go at least back towards that storage area, grab my equipment, and come back through here, but that's not gonna work. Okay, so can't use that. That sucks. Okay, we got the pump room, the boiler room, and the employee elevator. And we're probably gonna need to use this here. Because we just got fucked up bad by that enemy. And I'll go with the storeroom, and it's not really feasible for us to go towards the boiler room. So fuck that shit, we out. I hate not being able to fight back against these. But alright. Do what we got to. You know, I also do like the fact that they limit your ability to look at the map. If you're in a darkened area, you can't see it. But as soon as you step into an area that has just enough ambient light, you can actually use it, even if you don't have your flashlight. Nothing useful in those documents. And the can opener. Okay, good. If I gotta go back down there, I at least want some extra health, but it doesn't look like that's gonna be in the works. Running. James, just keep on running. A light bulb? In a freaking can? What the fuck? Okay, it's Silent Hill. I shouldn't be asking that question. But what the fuck? So what all did that do for us? I mean, it looks like a projector or some sort. And we've got ourselves the tap. Okay, so I guess we've missed something else up there. Sucks. Bro, also, this is a kitchen. Dude couldn't get himself a knife? Hmm. Okay, so let's have another look at this map. Went to the office. Screw it, we're going for that security office. See what would, okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Okay, so guessing that's the employee lounge as well? Nope, that's the telephone operator. So let's see if we can go a little further in. Schedule book from a year ago. This is so fucking creepy. I was gonna say, let's go for the security office, but there's no freaking windows along that corridor. Okay, so we have some rifle shells. That's wonderful, except we don't have our equipment with us, so can't really use that. Alright, so where do we want to head off to next? We could try out... Abba. We could try the kitchen here and try to see if we can get ourselves either a new weapon or to the restaurant Lakeshore. Let's try that out. I don't think it'll work, but it's worth a shot. And it's better than kind of trying to navigate in the dark there. Okay, yeah, no, that idea did not pan out very well. Lock is broken here too, so there's no way I'm going to be able to get out of there. Maybe the employee cafeteria? At this point, I know I'm just grabbing at straws. Of course, where there's a red light. Of course, with that red light hanging right above the pantry, looking shady as fuck. Oh, sweet, the Snow White music box. Okay. So those are no go. I hate the fact that you can't get back on the elevator and reverse. And just like go up to the next floor. Well, at least we haven't run into too many enemies. I probably shouldn't have said that too loud either. Hashtag jinxed it. Okay. So can't get those. We're literally gonna flail around here. I don't like this. But I don't see much choice. Okay. So that would have been women's locker room. There's something blocking that way, I think. Yep, shutters are closed. So, all right, where's it leave us? Can't go towards the security office. Can't go towards the manager's office. The employee lounge doesn't really have much for us. We went to the office. Couldn't get through to reception and out that way. Let's see here. We tried out most of these areas. The pantry was the only one that we could go to. And we only found ourselves with the music box. So, where's that leave us for the basement here? Okay, for the basement. Oh, no, did not mean to press that. So, pump room, boiler room, possibly the elevator. Okay, I guess I gotta run past those enemies then. 'Cause I can't figure out how to open up the bar over there. We found the light bulb. Something tells me we probably have to do something about the jukebox. Man, I hate this crap so much. Okay, sounds like we made it to the pump room, okay. Oh, sweet, first aid kit. Anything we could use down here as a makeshift weapon, though. Okay, we got the bar key. Excellent. Progress, progress. Now we got the pump room next door to us. Worth it to try to at least get in there, even though I know we've got two enemies in this hallway. Well, didn't matter. Okay, so we still don't have any weaponry, but we have a way out of the bar. Oh, okay, now I understand. So I should have recognized it from the earlier game mechanics that if you have your flashlight off, I think we found this in Silent Hill 1, if you have your flashlight off, you actually can't use your keys because obviously there's no way to see the the lock. So you have to actually illuminate it. Oh, right. Can't use this. As soon as I saw those enemies, I was like, oh, smacks. Okay, looks like they're alive. Alright, so let's see here. From here, we can go up to the second floor. And from the second floor, go back to the to that safe spot. I just gotta make sure I don't get intercepted by any enemies that may have respawned. Here, two across. You never quite know how much you missed that flashlight until it's gone. And then of course I got these fucks. It's good that that they don't actually have a way to sense you other than if you run into them. Because I remember one time I had my my flashlight off, I was able to run right past it like it was nothing. Okay, we got 10 magazines of handgun ammo. We got ourselves a shotgun plus 176 shells, hunting rifle plus 42. So I'm liking it. What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and save and raid the fuck out. I wish I could stay on longer, but I do have a very lengthy day ahead of me tomorrow. It's more likely going to be a 13 to 14 hour day. The reason why I say that is because I get home from work after I complete my medication inventory. So every time we do a change in management, a change in chain of command, we always have to do a handoff inventory. So my shift starts at 8 in the morning. It officially ends at 6 in the evening, but I can't do the inventory until after the pharmacy closes at 7. So I'm looking like, oh crap! I gotta stay an extra hour as it is off the clock, um, which sounds weird because I'm also salaried. But I have to stay there after my shift is already over, and then stay for like an hour or two, coordinating with the new manager to complete the full inventory. And once that inventory is all accounted for, everything, any discrepancies explained away and signed off on by the incoming manager, then I can go home. But there is light at the end of that tunnel too, because even though it's going to be a longer day for me tomorrow, and I may not get out of there until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, judging by how it went when I took over as the pharmacy temporary manager, uh, I might be there until 10 o'clock at night and not be able to get home until roughly 11, depending on traffic. And I say depending on traffic because they're closing down a couple of throughways in this area for for construction. Um, I guess Saturday and Sunday off, so that'll be nice. And I will be on, hopefully both of those days as well, with more Silent Hill. So hopefully we'll be finishing up this game by Sunday, and then we'll be starting up another. Probably not going to spring back over to Final Fantasy IV and Saga Frontier just yet. There is one other game that I want to try out first, or at least two other games I want to try out first, both Resident Evil related. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate you, and I hope you have yourselves a really lovely time zone no matter where you are. Again, my name is Abba. I am a retro slash variety streamer. We're going to be rating out to who is Chelsea. She's on this evening, and it's been a while since she's been able to stream more consistently, because October spooky season's a busy time for her. We will be back on sometime on Saturday. More updates to come on Twitter. We are also looking for some guest commentators for future games. So if that's something that you're interested in, by all means, please let me know, because what I'd like to do is, if you stream as well, I'd like to invite you on as a guest streamer, and essentially just have a commentator going through the game with me, not necessarily for like spoilers or for help in navigating the game, so much as reacting through the game with me and talking about plot and different nuances to some of the games that I play, because like a game like Silent Hill, for instance, there's a lot to unpack with these games. It's not all black and white. It's not all very straightforward. There's a lot of layers of what's going on with these encounters in Silent Hill. I certainly want to have a commentator for the Metal Gear Solid series when I start that up. But certainly, if that's something that interests you, please give me a whisper, or reach out to me on Discord, and I would absolutely love to have members of the community and other friends from Twitch come on by and then commentate with me. So, y'all have yourselves a great one. Thank you so much again, and I will see you on Saturday. Take care, y'all.